GCE panel.
Hello dear students, welcome once more back to the GCE panel online. In today's presentation, we are looking at June 2022 Pure Math Mechanics and Pure Math Statistics Paper 1. It will be very important for you to subscribe to this channel so that you'll be able to have access to the Paper 2 and Paper 3, without which you will not be able to watch. We are equally begging on you, our dear viewers, please share our videos. Leave your likes, leave your comments. That's what's going to motivate us to make more videos for you. You can equally follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and so on. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments, and interact with the community. God bless you as you prepare for your exams, and we hope that by the end of this week, we should have not less than 1,000 subscriptions from you. Share our content on Facebook, share our content on WhatsApp groups, so that it can equally help other students and reduce the stress of us answering individual questions. Finally, you can equally have copies of corrections from the GCE Math panel by contacting us from the website which you can see on your screen, www.gcemathpanel.blogspot.com, where you see a WhatsApp button there and you lay your command on whatever you want to buy. Thank you so much, and stay tuned to the end of this video. So the first question reads, the remainder when the polynomial f of x is equal to 2x cubed plus ax squared minus 3x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1 is minus 2. The value of the constant a is, so if we divide a polynomial by a certain number, let's call this a factor, and what is left, if what is left is not equal to 0, it means that it is not a factor, right? So the dividend here is this 2x cubed plus ax squared minus 3x plus 1, and the divisor is x plus 1. So we will start by equating x plus 1 to 0, and then we solve for x. So x will give us negative 1. And therefore, f of negative 1 should give us the remainder from the remainder theorem. So f of negative 1 is giving us negative 2. So what does this imply? This implies 2 into minus a negative 1 to the power 3 plus a into minus 1 to the power 2 minus 3 into negative 1 plus 1. All of that should be equal to 2. When we simplify, we are going to have negative 2 plus a plus 3 plus 1 equals negative 2. And from here, a is equal to negative 4. So you can click on the link below to download this past question as well as other past questions. You go to our website, you have arranged the papers there. If you have any issues, you just click on the WhatsApp button and we are going to attend to you as soon as possible. So question 2, the key here is the question 2. The roots of the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0 are alpha and beta. Then the value of alpha squared plus beta squared is, so here we start by writing this in the form x squared minus sum of roots plus products equals 0. So we divide all through by 2. We have x squared plus 5 on 2x minus 3 on 2 equals 0. And equating this to the general form x squared minus sum of root plus product, here comparing these coefficients, we will see that the sum of roots, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to minus 5 on 2, and the product is minus 3 on 2, because minus sum of roots, that is minus into alpha plus beta, is plus 5 on 2. Therefore, alpha plus beta is minus 5 on 2 here, okay? Now that we have alpha plus beta equals minus 5 on 2 and alpha beta equals negative 3 on 2, now we know from identities that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta. So we just substitute these values we have obtained, minus 5 on 2 squared, minus 2 into minus 3 on 2, right? So this is going to give us, so that is what we have as our answer. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe these videos to this channel. Sorry, we are actually making these videos to help you in your study, but if you are not watching them or you are not subscribed, we don't know if we are helping you or not, so we are not motivated to make more. If you see that for some time now you have been slow in making the videos because you don't know, we are not getting your comments, we are not seeing your shares, we're not seeing your likes, so we need all of those things. And when you subscribe, guys, please don't forget to click on this notifications bell so that as soon as we release a video, you receive it. And as you receive it, you share to WhatsApp groups where you have students, you share on Facebook, you share on all other platforms. Thank you so much in advance, and God bless you as you prepare for your exams. Question 3 reads, if x plus 1 on x minus 3 into x minus 5 is identical to that, then what are the values of m and n? So I'm going to use the cover up method here. So first of all, we multiply all through by the denominator on the left hand side. So when we multiply term by term, on the left hand side we'll be left with just x plus 1. Then on the right hand side, we will have m all over x minus 3 times this denominator of the left hand side. We'll be left with m into x minus 5. Okay, and with n, we'll be left with n into x minus 3. So with the cover up method, I'll take these factors that I have here. X minus 5 equals 0. If x is equal to 5, so I'm covering up this one, right? If x equals 5, this one will be 0, so I'm covering up this part. So we'll be left with, if x equals 5, we'll have 5 plus 1, which is 6. So on the right hand side, we'll have 0 plus 5 minus 3 here, 2. 2 times n, 2n. So from here, 6 equals 2n and n equals 3. Then what happens if x equals 3? If x equals 3, I'm covering up this part now. If x equals 3, I will be left with 3 plus 1, which is 4. Then m into 4 minus 5. All right, m into 3 minus 5, rather. 3 minus 5 gives us negative 2 times m, negative 2m. So m be equal to negative 2. So our key here is B. Subscribe to watch paper 2 and paper 3. Question number 4. The solution set of the inequality, the absolute value of 2x minus 1 is strictly greater than 3 is. Now, guys, my advice to you is this. Whenever you have equations of this form and you're not very sure of what to do, you square both sides. All right, as a guide, if you're not really sure of what you should do, you square both sides. So with here, the easiest way to do this one is just to square both sides. So squaring, I'll have 2x minus 1 all squared should be greater than 3 squared. So that will give me 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 to be strictly greater than 9. When I simplify, I'll have 4x squared minus 4x minus 8 to be strictly greater than 0. So this is a quadratic inequality which I can factorize as 4 into x squared minus x minus 2. That should be strictly greater than 0. And what we have in this bracket can be further factorized into x minus 2 into x plus 1 to be strictly greater than 0. So from here, my boundary solutions are x equals 2 and x equals negative 1. But these boundaries are not included because this is a strict inequality, okay? So these boundaries are not included. So I'll just use the number line to get the regions. I'm going to test. So my boundary solutions are x equals 2. This is 2 here. And then x equals negative 1. This is it here. So the region is either this region below negative 1, the region between negative 1 and plus 2, or the region above plus 2. So I'm going to use numbers in these regions to test. So in testing, I'm going to see that if I take any number less than negative 1 and test in this quadratic inequality here, the result will be a number greater than 0. So it's positive. If I take a number between negative 1 and 2, take 0 for example, and fit in this quadratic inequality, we will have 4 into negative 2 into plus 1. That gives us a negative number which is not greater than 0. So this region in between is negative. It does not satisfy this inequality because our result should be greater than 0. So from here, our key is x is less than negative 1 and union x is greater than plus 2. So our key here is A. Okay. All right, we equally have videos on further maths which you are working, you can watch. Those who are doing economics, there is good news too for you, and as well as chemistry and all of that. So disturb us online, tell us what you want, prepare a video on this and that, and you'll see us working, because we will know that you are interested. From your subscriptions, from your shares, from your likes or your comments, we will know that actually this is a community we should work with, and we will make and build more content for you. Don't forget to share our work on all the various groups you find yourself in, WhatsApp as well as Facebook. That's going to motivate us to do more. All right. Question 5 reads: a partial order relation is that which is. So, well, the first thing I would like to mention here before answering this question is, many students fail because they neglect paper 1. And even if paper 1 is carrying just 20%, that 20% is not small. That's a whole lot. Because you go and focus on paper 2 and paper 3. Paper 2 carrying 50%, yes, and then paper 3 carrying 30%. What about the paper 1? That 20% can make a powerful or an impactful change in your life. So guys, you focus on everything, don't focus on a single paper. Start working in time, don't wait till the end. So normally a partial order relation is a relation which is, first of all, transitive, and at the same time it is also anti-symmetric. So it is anti-symmetric does not mean it's not symmetric, okay? So it is anti-symmetric and it is transitive. So this is a partial order relation. Question 6. The number of distinct arrangements of the letters of the word abracadabra is. So when you look at the word abracadabra, we see that altogether there are 12 letters or characters in it. And with these 12 characters, we can identify that some of them repeat as follows. We have 5 A's, we have 3 R's, and we have 2 B's. Now, the possible number of distinct arrangements of the letters of this word abracadabra is, that's the 12 factorial divided by the repeated factorials here. So on 5 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. All the other ones that are 1 factorial, we don't include them because it makes no difference. So our key here is, hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to this video and to share and to leave your comments and click on notifications. Thank you in advance as you do that to motivate us to make more. We love making these videos for you because we know that the community of students are suffering. So that's why we are coming up with something so that we can equally help you. But for you to tell us that go ahead, you need to share this video, you need to leave your comments, you need to like, you need to subscribe, and you can even support us. Why not? Don't forget to visit our blog where you can equally have some past questions for many subjects as well as some notes. We are equally doing revision classes online, so go to our blog where you can join us. Our blog, the website is written here. Blog or website is the same stuff. And with those who are doing C programming, you can join us online now because we are already doing C programming. From our website, you can see the timetable and you join the class live online. Question 7 reads: a function f such that r is mapped onto r is given by. That's on the set of real numbers, right? It's given by f of x equals ax plus b. If f of 3 equals 3 and f of 4 equals 5, then the values of the constants a and b are such that. So here we just have to form a pair of equations and we solve for a and b. So we have been told that f of 3 is equal to 3. So it therefore means that a times 3 plus b is equal to 3. So we have 3a plus b equals 3. That's equation 1. And f of 4 equals 5 means a times 4 plus b equals 5. So from these two equations, we can solve by direct elimination. Equation 2 minus equation 1 will give us a to be equal to 2. And when we substitute in any of the equations, our b will be equal to negative 3. Here, our key is C. Guys, please make sure you watch this video to the end. Most of the times you will download them and you think you have time to watch and you will never have time to watch. Don't wait to the end before you start watching the video. These are some of the tricks to make it in flying colors in any subject. Question 8. The value of 2 log 8 base 4 is. So here we have 2 log this base, which this base of 4 here can be written as 2 to the power 2. And you can express this log of 8 here as 2 to the power 3. So we have a common base and we can use the laws of logarithms to simplify. So when I'm bringing this 2 to the power 3 here, this 3 in front, it is coming as 3 times 2. But when I bring the power of a base, it is coming as 1 over that power. So here we are going to have 2 times this 3 times 1 over this 2 at this position of the base. And then the log of 2 base 2. So, but you know log 2 base 2 is equal to 1. So this will give us 2 times 3 times a half times 1, which is equal to 3. Our key here is C. Guys, please make sure that you visit our blog and also get our mock before you write the original mock. Always make sure that you write the GCE panel mock. It has been helping so many students, as well as our own GCE panel super GCE, as we call it. Okay, so always take our super exams. We have 2 exams. We have the super mock and we have the super GCE. Sometimes called the Mercury quiz, Venus, all of that. So take our mock before you take your original mock. And you can download it from our website or our blog online under the past questions that we have. When you get that, answer them and equally share with your friends. Question 9, if un is equal to 5 plus 3 on 2 into n minus 1 is the nth term of an arithmetic progression, the sum of the first 20 terms of the progression is. So since they've told us that this is an AP, let's just look for the first 2 terms or 3. Our u1 here will be 5 plus 3 on 2 into 1 minus 1, 0. So it's just 5. And then for u2, when n is 2, we have 2 minus 1, 1 times 3 on 2, 3 on 2 plus 5. That's going to give us 5 plus 1.5, which is 6.5. Let's just look for u3 too. u3 will be equal to, when n is equal to 3, we have 3 minus 1, 2. 3 on 2 times 2, that is 3 plus 5, 8. From here, consider this a GP, right? An AP, sorry, right? Because u2 minus u1 is the same as u3 minus u2, which gives us 1.5 as our common difference. Now, how do we get the sum of the first n terms of an AP? Xn will be equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d beta. I'm not writing the formula because this is multiple choice. It's short. We don't spend time writing the formulas. We solve directly. So this is going to be the 20 terms divided by 2 into 2 times the first term. That's 2 times 5 plus n minus 1. That's 20 minus 1, which is 19 times common difference of 1.5. Simplifying this gives us 385. Okay. Some people have 385 and they'll come on their paper and take 358. They'll make a mistake here. So they've deliberately made this mistake. Be very, very careful with these guys. They have even mixed the numbers. Look at the D. The D is just a confusion of confusions. Alright, so we have B here. Question 10, the solution set of the inequality that is. With me, since I'm working in multiple choice, I like to use the number line to just test and get the region. No stress. Okay, making tables here, you may be wasting a lot of time. With this one, the number line will be faster. So the boundary solutions here are 1, because we equate 1 minus x to 0. We equally have 3 and we have negative 2. So these are the boundaries. And from here, we test for each of the regions. When we test for all the regions, we find out that this region is positive, this is negative, this is positive, and this is negative. Okay? We use the numbers in this region to test inside this inequality. If the result is greater than 0, we put plus. If less than 0, we take minus. So we see that just 2 regions are positive here. The region less than negative 2 and the region lying between 1 and 3. So x is less than negative 2 union. X is greater than 1 and less than 3. I think the key here should be A. Alright, so the key is A. When you watch these things online, sometimes you think that you have understood. As you are watching this paper, you should be solving along. If you need a copy of this paper, there is a link below this video. Click on that link and it will take you to where the paper is. When you get the paper, you can now solve. Even if you have watched this video online, solve again. Mathematics, physics, economics, and most of these subjects are drill and practice. You need to be writing at the same time you are studying, because that's how they study it. Otherwise, you just be reading. Reading is different from studying. Reading is a subset. It's not complete. Now, P and Q are 2 statements. The compound statement P implies Q is false when, so as a shortcut, guys, the statement P implies Q is false only when the first is true and the second is false. If both are the same, it is true. That is, P is true and Q is true. It is true. If both are false, it is still true. If the first is false and the second is true, it is true. It is only false when the first is true and the second is false. So true implies false is false. You can now buy our GCE solutions online. You can buy a pamphlet for this, our GCE for past questions that we have written online, maybe at a cheaper rate. You can contact us on WhatsApp and you buy from us directly, and as well as in other subjects. When you buy these things, you pay maybe using any of the platforms that you meet our agents online selling. So it's going to help you. So you just send a message on WhatsApp using our website and make sure that the number you are paying to is the number that is on our website. So with that, you can easily make your purchase and you follow us. Most of those who are joining our online classes, we equally advise them that equally too, they can equally do that. For those who are interested in paid online classes, we do free classes, but we do special paid classes. These special paid classes are paid. So you check us, if you are interested, you contact us and you join. You can get the testimonies of those who have already joined and the past years for those you have worked with. All right, so this is a C. So the key here is C. So this occurs only when the first is true and the second is false. That is when the compound statement is false. Okay. Question 12. If a plus bi is equal to 1 plus I on 1 minus 2i, the values of the constants a and b are. So with this question, we are just going to make sure that we simplify the right hand side by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, and it's going to be in that form a plus bi. Now, when it's in that form of a plus bi, we now equate their coefficients. Okay, we now equate their coefficients. So now, to begin, we are going to have this a plus bi is equal to 1 plus I on 1 minus 2i into 1 plus 2i on 1 plus 2i, because the conjugate of 1 minus 2i is 1 plus 2i. Now, when we multiply, we open out the brackets and simplify, we are going to have minus 1 plus 3i on 5. So from here, our a is minus 1 on 5, while our b is 3 on 5. So those are the values that we obtain. And our key here is C. Take your time and go through all of these questions, answer them, and don't just pass through. Don't what this thing is not just a video. There's equally good news for us. We are working on most of these notes on math mechanics, math statistics. So we have produced what you call a GCE revision series. That's a video series. So you can watch and prepare for the GCE using these our videos. Okay, so we have season 1, season 2, and season 3. Season 1 is pure maths, just pure maths. Season 2 is statistics, and season 3 is mechanics. I don't know why season 3 is mechanics or statistics. Season 2 that is statistics, but one of them is statistics and one is mechanics. Use this work we have done and help improve in your study. Okay, if you are searching and you're not getting them on YouTube, you can actually equally contact us. Maybe it may be difficult for you to find. Question 13. If x squared minus 4x plus 9 is identical to x plus a squared plus b, then what are the values of a and b? We just need to open the bracket on the right hand side and work with identities, we equate. If you look at our first lessons that we have online for this, you see that we have worked with identities. You can get our notes too online on mathematics. So x squared minus 4x plus 9 is identical to x squared plus 2x plus a squared plus b. So here we have x squared and x squared. We are comparing the coefficients. The coefficient of x here is 2a, so 2a should be equal to negative 4, implying that a equals 2. And from here, 9 is a squared plus b. Constant is equal to constant. But we know that a is equal to negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 plus which number will give us 9? So b must be 5. Our key here is D. Now question 14. Question 14. Two variables. So two variables y and x are connected by the equation y equals a into x plus 2, or that's the power k. A linear equivalence of this equation is, so here they have taken log on both sides. You take log on the left hand side, you have log y. On the right hand side, you have log of all of that expression. So that will be log a. This is the product log a plus log x plus 2 to the power k. But log x plus 2 to the power k is the same as k log x plus 2. This is what we have here. So from here, our key is D. Okay, then we have written the log a first. Don't forget to watch this video and subscribe. Don't think that you will wait till the end before you subscribe. Pause the video now, subscribe, and continue so that you motivate us. If you have comments, you leave the comments on the link below. If you need this paper, you can download it from the link below, or you go to our website where you can select the different subjects. Equally, guys, don't finish watching this video without sharing it on Facebook, without sharing on WhatsApp groups, without sharing on different social media platforms you identify yourself. You're going to help us a lot. As we are helping you, that is the least we can expect from you. If you need to buy materials too, maybe past questions on this, as well as solutions, contact us and buy online. Soft copy may be cheaper because new students like to cry, they don't have money. Equally, we are equally sending out our copies to the different regions so that people can buy hard copies because of the electricity issues and prepare themselves better. So this is exactly the simplification of what I've just mentioned, and this is actually how it is. So from here you can see how clear it is. Now question 15. If matrix A equals that, the value of K for which the determinant of A equals 4 is. We have good notes on matrices 2 online. So here we just need to look for the determinant that equates to 0. So we have minus 1 K to 2 minus 6 0 1 minus 2 minus 4. The determinant to be minus 1 into 24 minus K into minus 8 plus 2 into 2 equals 4, because they said it should be equal to 4. You can use any of the methods. All right, maybe you want to use Sarah's methods to get the determinant, no problem, you equate to 4. We have a lot of tutorials on Saro's method online. You can watch our matrices notes, though we are putting under further maths, but it's actually mathematics. Further maths, Saro's method for determinants. So from here, our K will be equal to 3, and our key is B. Don't forget that you need to subscribe before you can watch paper 2. If you're not subscribed, then sorry, I'm so sorry, you can't get it. Question 16, if the function f such that r is mapped onto R, where f of x equals ln 4 plus x squared, then f prime of 2 is. For us to get f prime of 2, first of all, we need to look for f prime of x. And the derivative of a logarithmic function, of a natural logarithmic function, will be the derivative of the core, that's the derivative of 4 plus x squared, which is 2x, all that on the core, so all that on 4 plus x squared. Now we have our f prime of x, so f prime of 2 will be equal to, we just substitute inside 2 inside, that will be 2 into 2 over 4 plus 2 squared. That's going to give us 4 over 8, which is equal to a half. So that is it for number 16. 17, the period of the trigonometric function f is such that R is mapped onto R, where f of x equals sine 2 on 3x is. So the first comment is that with this question, normally the setting, there's an error with it. I'm going to talk about it after answering it. So whenever we have a trigonometric function of the form f of x equals to a sine bx plus c, the period is given by t equals 2 pi on the absolute value of just this b here. We don't care about what a is or what c is. The period is 2 pi on the absolute value of b, okay? So this is it. So therefore, in this case, our period will be equal to 2 pi divided by 2 on 3. So 2 pi divided by 2 on 3 is going to give us, the answer will be equal to 3 pi, okay? So our answer here will be equal to 3 pi. But this 3 pi like this is not correct, right? Or does not make sense, because normally the period of a sine function is 2 pi. So maybe you can have periods that are less than this. Anyway, but it is very clear that in this question, what they wanted to ask for was f of x equal to sine 3 on 2x, because if you look, you will see that this answer of the 3 pi that you have does not exist here. But if the question was 3 on 2x, sine 3 on 2x, you see that the answer would be A. So in that case, our answer would have been A. So in this case, when you see an exam like this, still just do the adjustments and work with the result, which is A. Okay? So your key is A. So this is a trick. Most of the time, I'm going to leave the question blank because the question was wrongly set. If you are considering people, normally what they're going to consider here will be this A, though they will have different measures for considerations. But know that you do something like this, okay? Always use your head. You know, sometimes a lot of typo when they're typing most of these things. And question 18, a polynomial P of x produces a quotient x squared plus 2x plus 1 and a remainder of 5 when divided by x plus 1. P of x is equal to, so they want us to find this polynomial. There was a song that my instructor taught me when I was in GBHS Bamenda. Dividends divided by divisor is equal to quotient plus remainder. Well, I would actually like to thank these are our teachers from GBHS Bamenda who actually did well to work with us. So it was really great because I actually remember that now. It echoes in my head continuously. So from this idea, we know that dividend divided by divisor is dividend divided by divisor equals quotient plus remainder. We know that therefore P of x will be equal to the quotient times the divisor plus the remainder, okay? Both mass. So we are going to have the quotient, which is x squared plus 2x plus 1, times the divisor, which is x plus 1, then plus the remainder, which is 5. So our P of x, the polynomial P of x will be, when you expand, we have x squared times x cubed, x squared times 1, x squared, 2x times x, 2x squared, 2x times 1, 2x, 1 times x is x, and 1 times 1 is 1 plus 5. So bringing like terms together will give us x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 6. And from here, our key is equal to A. So question 19 now. The parametric equations of a curve are given by 1 minus x equals tan theta, and probably why they want to write here is y is equal to 1 minus 1 over cos theta, though it's not written there probably. So the Cartesian equation of this curve is, so here y is probably 1 over cos theta. So from here, 1 minus x is equal to tan theta, and y is equal to 1 over cos theta. But 1 over cos theta is the same as sec theta, right? And we know the relationship between tan theta and sec theta. We know that 1 plus tan squared theta is equal to sec squared theta. So we can now simplify or substitute here. We have 1 plus 1 minus x squared is equal to y squared. We open now this bracket. That will give us 1 plus 1 minus 2x plus x squared equals y squared. And when we simplify, we have x squared minus y squared minus 2x plus 2 to be equal to 0. So our key here is C. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. 2, click on the notifications. 3, like the video. And 4, share. With this sharing, we advise that you share on Facebook, share on the various WhatsApp groups in which you find yourself, on Instagram and all other platforms. Leave your comments so that we know what you understand, what you don't understand, what you like us to do, or if the video is too fast, whatever problem you're having, let us know. You can equally buy this content online using any payment method. You can buy our past solutions for the past years in pure math, mechanics, statistics, and all of that. Equally, we are equally having a lot which we are selling throughout the country for ordinary levels as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this video and share our videos in the different platforms you find yourself. Question 20. If the Cartesian equation of a plane is x minus 2y plus z minus 5 equals 0, then the vector normal to this plane is, so the coefficient of x, y, and z just gives us the coefficients or the components of the normal vector. Okay, so the normal vector here will be the vector I minus 2j plus k. So that's what we are going to have. That's the normal to this plane. Okay, are you still interested in watching more of this? For you to watch this video, to continue, please subscribe, share, and watch out for part 2. God bless you as you watch. Bye bye.
GCE channel.
Yes, this is GCE panel, and you can now start buying our solutions online. Just go to this address and you can contact us on the WhatsApp button that you see on that page. So you can buy your pamphlets for 2010 to 2022 or from 2015 to 2022 online, or hard copy, and you can send to your location. Yes, welcome to the GCE Math panel. Don't forget to share our contents, to like, and to join our classes on
GCE panel.